So the process, I mean, it's usually just go to the house, meet up with the clients, give them an estimate. They like the estimate, send them the contract, sign it, and we'll go from there. First we call Oki so they can mark the utility cables. They mark them. They usually take about 3 days. When everything's marked, we're ready to start. First day, sit in a post. Next day, hang in the fence.
Nice, nice. So we just shot a commercial for you, and it was a pretty big house. So how long did that take you? And what was the square feet of it like?
That took us, it was 490 feet. That took us about 4 days.
4 days?
4 days.
Nice. And that really looked like a high quality.
Yeah.
It looked clean.
That one's a badass fence.
Yeah, that one, we'll throw in some clips there so you can see the work. So what is your mentality, man? And what got you into the fencing?
Well, this is crazy. When I started, I didn't even know how to build fences. I was in high school. I went to US Grant. I graduated that summer. I used to work at Taste of China at the time. I was going to school, college. I was there for about a year. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to start my own business. So, I mean, one day I just decided I'm going to build fences.
When you went to college, where'd you go to school?
I wanted to be a petroleum engineer. Yeah. So
A
I wanted
what?
Petroleum engineer.
What is that?
Like for the petroleum, like.
Oh, okay.
petroleum
Like
engineer.
oil field and shit?
Yeah, oil field and all
Okay,
that.
okay. And you was like, fuck that.
Yeah, man. I went to school. Fuck that shit. I fucked up because I was going. I was taking 5 classes. I was working at Taste of China at the time, a restaurant server.
Oh, shit.
So I used to work 60 hours, man. So taking 5 classes.
What position?
That was a server.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's that hustle right there.
Yeah, I mean,
60 hours a week
I ain't going to school. So I failed some classes. I couldn't keep up first year. So I didn't have really any experience. On that.
So when you were like, fuck this shit, fuck college, fuck Taste of China. What was your, like, you went to something that you didn't know shit about. So
So how it was, my dad used to build, he used to work with my uncle. He used to build fences, sprinklers. So when I quit Taste of China, the next day I got on the internet and I found this page named Thumbtack. So I get on it, put in my information. It's like a page where you bid jobs. So I put in my information. 30 minutes later, some lady calls me. She was like, I need an estimate for a fence. Okay, so I went, give her an estimate. I didn't know how to build fences. I mean, I've never built a fucking fence in my life.
How did you learn how to give an estimate?
I mean, I got the material cost, and I just started my labor work. So on that, that was my first job. I started it, but I didn't finish it. Basically, I mean, I just took out the fence. A week after that, I got another job that I could have, bidded. So I started that job. It took us about 3 days. And in those 3 days, I made what I would have fucking made in any other job in 3 weeks. So, I mean, that's when I was like, oh shit, like, what am I doing? Fucking working here, working there. Like, we could just work for me, work for myself.
So you got the materials, you got everything, and then when it came time to put up the fence,
Yeah.
How was that process? Like, did you watch any YouTube videos or?
I would watch YouTube videos. Just driving around, I would see a fence. I would just see how it goes. Just keep an eye everywhere.
Yeah, kind of see
Why
like.
didn't you finish your first fence?
Because I didn't know how to finish it. I didn't know what.
So what did you tell the client?
Well, I started it, but then I just took it off.
And you were,
Yeah. They were like, yeah. You were like, you're gonna finish it. So I just didn't finish it. Yeah, that was my first. That was a mistake I did, but
That's part of the learning
that-
process.
What did you learn from that first experience going forward?
finish the job. do the fucking jobs, man. Finish it. Keep the clients happy, and that's how you gotta do.
so what you went back and watched some videos after that, or what the fuck? How'd you?
There was a guy. He has another fencing company. He was kind of like my mentor, like in that industry. I was a subcontract for him for about a year. So, I mean, I just started, he was like giving me tips, how to do this, how to do that. And yeah.
Shout out to that dude, man.
For
Hell
real.
yeah. Shout out to Jackson Green.
Yeah, that was the last fence we
Yeah.
saw you. That was a pretty good darn job. Like,
Yeah.
Hey.
It wasn't, I did it for about, that lasted for about, I believe it was like a year. I wasn't getting so many jobs. My goal was at first to get fucking 2 jobs a month.
Yeah.
2 jobs a month or whatever. But then, I wanted to grow. I wanted to grow my business. But I wasn't really putting in work, the work it takes. So I stopped because it was so slow. So I got a job at Hobby Lobby. I worked there for about a year. I quit there. And I mean, I remember I was outside the parking lot. I was like, I need to make a decision. I need to fucking go back to school. I need to work at the oil field. I mean, that's what it was, the booming, back then. Work at the oil field or do fences. I mean, those were my 3 choices. And I mean, I chose fences.
That's tight.